Once upon a time on the Canadian prairie, a young girl dreamed of a riding horse of her own.
Carly, Hannah, would you go feed the workhorses, please?
Yes, Ma. I wish I could have a riding horse of my own.
You've been saying that for months now. Girls, supper. Yay, my favorite, fish and barley bread.
Pa, could I have a riding horse? Sunshine, you ask me that every day. And you know we can't afford the $7 to buy a horse. I know, but...
Later that night, dust was flying up as Destiny galloped across the Canadian prairie with Carly on her back, having the ride of her dreams.
Good girl, Destiny!
Carly,
What's wrong?
you slapped me in the face and were talking in your sleep.
I did? Sorry.
It's all right. You better get some more rest for the family picnic tomorrow.
Okay, good night.
In the morning, Carly arose before the sunrise. She couldn't wait to go to Parkland Woods again. As Ma and Pa packed up the wagon, the girls finished their chores. Pa boosted Carly and Hannah into the wagon, and they settled themselves in for the 3-mile trip.
Carly, Hannah, come and get the biscuits and salted pork to put on the wagon for the picnic.
Don't forget the apple cider and the churned apple butter. I just love family picnics. Let's load the wagon quickly so we can get going.
2 weeks earlier, about a half a mile away from the picnic site, a farmer named Thomas Fredericton lived with his mentally ill wife, Carol, and 10-year-old son, Jacob. Thomas had a riding horse called Flicka, which he was very fond of. She was a black Morgan with a long flowing mane and tail. Jacob was not allowed to ride Flicka, but seeing that his pa wasn't home, he decided to saddle her up and get on.
Psst, Flicka, Dad's not home. Let's go for a ride. Come on, let's go. Come on. What can I use to get you going? I'll use this stick. Come on, Flicka. Come on, let's go. Woo! Woo! Whoa, whoa, I said let's go. Woo! Woo!
Oh no! Jacob! I was watching from the house. You didn't pull on the reins. Jacob, no! Carol, what happened? It's the horse's fault. He was riding her and she bucked him off. Oh, I'll go get Dr. Nelson.
Well, Jacob, it looks like you have a broken arm and a broken rib.
Oh, I want that horse dead. What's that? I said I want that horse dead. But I examined the saddle and found that Jacob hadn't tightened the girth strap, that's all. I don't care. If you don't shoot him, I will. Oh, I can't bear the thought of shooting you, Flicka. Instead, I'll hide you in this shed in the woods and hope that Carol will change her mind. I'm sorry, Flicka.
Over 2 weeks, Flicka became thinner and thinner. Flicka looked terrible. Her rib bones were starting to show. A couple of wild dogs entered the shed where Flicka was. They growled and bit Flicka's legs as she desperately tried to fight back. Flicka whinnied in pain continuously. Finally, she managed to rear up and frighten them away. She fell down on her side and lay there, still as a rock. Meanwhile, back at the picnic site,
Ma, Pa, let's go exploring. Finish your lunch and I'll come with you. What a lovely day for a walk. I love walks in the park. Shh. Pa, do you hear something? It sounds like a horse whining in distress.
Nay! Yip, yip, yip!
Yeah.
Nay!
Let's go see what's going on.
Yip, yip, yip! Nay! Yip,
Look at that horse.
yip, 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 yip! What are you doing here?
My Pa and I were nearby and we heard a horse whining in distress. As we arrived, we saw some wild dogs running away.
Ah,
My name is Chris Bryant.
I am Thomas Fredericton.
Is this your horse? Yes. Why does she look like she's been neglected?
Can we talk outside for a minute?
Sure. What a poor horse. I can't imagine why you've been neglected. Carly? Yes, Pa? I bought Flicka for $3. You did? Thanks, Pa! We'll come back with the wagon to get Flicka. I can't believe I actually got a horse. I'm gonna name her Destiny.
Take good care of her.
Don't worry, sir. I will.
a few weeks later, Destiny's wounds were healing nicely, and she was looking stronger, so Pa removed the bandages. 13 more days passed by, and Carly decided to try riding Destiny for the first time. She saddled her up and got on with Pa's help. Then she passed her sunbonnet to Hannah and waved to Ma.
It only took 2 weeks, and Destiny's back to good health. She's a fine-looking horse. Good girl, Destiny. I knew you'd be a fine horse. And finally, I have a horse of my own.
Soon, Carly and Destiny were racing down the prairie. Her dream had come true.